This car reminds you to live your best life. So there's little notes on all of the doors, like this. Be cool. Feel good. Have fun. Be happy. I mean, you can just remove them. I would remove them probably because it's very live, laugh, love. You might be a live, laugh, love person. I'm not judging you, but you know. At Electrifying.com, we think Citroen are having a bit of a moment. I mean, you think of the Santa sleigh, to the Ami, to the internet-breaking Oli concept car, to the very affordable, very adorable Citroen e-C3, and now there's another one. This one. Ta-da! This is the brand new Citroen e-C3 Aircross. It's another family-friendly electric SUV, and it starts at, I kid you not, just under £24,000. Marvellous. Absolutely smashing it. Good design, affordable price. We love that. Nikki had a look at this in Paris and she absolutely loved it. And now we're here in Spain to give it a drive. Shall we? Subscribe first, please. Thank you. Right, we've got a whole new face here at the front, which is inspired by the Oli concept. You can kind of see the Oli-ness in it, but we've got new lights. This is like a triple layer LED vibe going on. Brand new badge, which I am a fan of. I think it looks quite nice. Also slightly rugged. So we've got like rugged skid plates at the front. And speaking of rugged, look at these wheel arches. It's giving sort of off-road vibes, although this isn't the kind of car that you're going to take off-road because it won't do that well, but it looks like it can. You've got 17-inch wheels. These are diamond cut alloys, by the way. This is a much bigger car than the normal e-C3. So this is way chunkier. It's actually available as a 7-seater if you want, but you can't get that in the electric. You need to go for the petrol or the hybrid. It's basically because the battery at the back is a bit too chunky, so they can't put the seats at the back. But down the side, come with me, it is customizable. So you've got these sort of strips here that can be chopped and changed to suit your needs. I've seen French flags, I've seen different colours. I mean, why not just get an elongated image of me on there? Might be nice. Contrasting roof rails, that holds 200 kilograms of weight, which is great. I mean, you can chuck on, a roof tent, your bikes, whatever you need, and then come around the back, ta-da! So we've got the name across the back. Rugged, rear wiper, lovely, and the boot is a really good size. So in here, you've got 460 litres of space in here, which is brilliant. It's also a big wide opening, and this boot floor, you can move. I made that look so easy, didn't I? But look how much space you've got in there. A couple of things I want to point out before I go. Number one, physical key, which is just like old school. And also the gear selector. Now, I've done a few sort of drive it around, reversing, that kind of thing. And what I've noticed is that you sometimes, when you're going into reverse, have to push it twice. It's not an instant move up. So I would say go for a double flap and you're on to a winner. So we're going to double flap into drive and we're good to go. Okay, let's do it. Let's drive it. That's why we're here, right? Oh, well, first of all, absolutely not to those indicators. That's a hard no from me. No. Why are other Citroens really good, but this just sounds cheap and horrible and not nice on the ears? I don't like that at all. No. No. Right, so underneath this thing is basically the same as what's in the Vauxhall Frontera and the new Grande Panda, which I haven't actually driven yet. I'm going to be driving that in a couple of weeks. But they share the same platform, they share the same battery, the same motors, all of those kind of options. So it's going to feel very similar. And I drove the Frontera actually very recently. And this does feel the same. It does. It feels very much the same. So underneath the bonnet, you've got a 113 brake horsepower motor, and you've got an option of a 44 kilowatt hour battery or a 54 kilowatt hour battery. Now we've got the more expensive version here, so we've got the 54, the bigger battery, and this is the max trim. So this version that we've got here is £25,690. Absolute blooming bargain, this thing. Yes. Now I know 113 horsepower doesn't sound very powerful. It doesn't, because I know like a BYD Dolphin has like 201. But I'll be honest, it's nippy enough. This isn't the kind of car that you want to floor it. It's really not. This is a relaxing family drive. And while I'm driving it around these country roads and taking corners and stuff, it doesn't roll that, like it's all right. It's dealing with corners and the bends pretty well. If you're a big fan of regen braking and you love a bit of one pedal driving, this will not be the car for you, because you're getting none of that in here. Normally, in Stellantis cars, you have the B button down here, which is how you turn on your regen braking, that sort of thing. And then that would technically be like an eco mode, because it puts a little bit more energy back into the battery when you lift your foot off the accelerator. But that's standard as soon as you get in the car. So you have to turn it off and put it into comfort mode, which then turns off your regen braking. I'll be honest with you, I can't really feel the difference. Can't feel the difference between the two. When you press the B button on other cars, you can feel the difference in the regen. So if I lift, right, I'm going to lift my foot off now. So I'm just coasting. Oh, it's very slight. And I think the steering's a tad light. Feel a little bit disconnected. But then, is this the kind of car where you need heavy steering? Probably not. I feel like I just want a little bit more feel to it.
This video is brought to you with Anderson EV, the UK's most awarded home charge point brand of 2024. Offering over 200 colour and finish options, a market-leading 7-year warranty and a unique hidden tethered cable.
So this has hydraulic bump stops, which basically means that it should make it smoother and more comfortable when it's fully loaded. When you've got kids in the back, you've got suitcases in the boot, that kind of thing. We'll keep it nice and quiet and smooth. And this already is nice and quiet and smooth. I mean, it's not exactly aerodynamic, is it? So I'm guessing at top speed, as soon as you hit the M25 and you hit your 70 mile an hour, you will get wind noise. But speed, yeah, you're not going to get much out of this. It's 0 to 60 in like 11 seconds, and that's just with little old me on board. If you've got a fully loaded car, it might take a bit longer than that. Just take that into consideration when you're pulling onto a motorway or trying to do an overtake. So if you go for this bigger battery, this 54 kilowatt hour battery, you'll get about 250 miles out of it, which is fairly decent. And then if you go for the smaller battery, that 44 kilowatt hour battery, be about 186, something like that. Obviously that'll be during lovely weather. I can't really tell you much about the efficiency because I haven't driven this long enough to tell you how efficient this car is. So as soon as it arrives in the UK, of course, we'll do a proper test, as is tradition with electrifying.com. But all in all, it's a really easy drive. It's easy, it's comfortable, visibility is brilliant. That rear window, because of the boxy shape, I can see so much while I'm driving. And it doesn't feel like a big car. Perfectly fine. For the price, cracking.
Right then, on to charging. You can get 100 kilowatt rapid charging, which is pretty standard across the Stellantis range. That will go from 20 to 80% in around 26 minutes. AC charging, so from home or from your workplace, will go up to 11 kilowatts. That's not too bad. Oh, fun little fact about the battery. It uses a lithium ferrophosphate battery, or an LFP battery in the smaller pack, because it's more durable and less prone to degradation. There we go. Tell your friends.
This interior is very functional, and it is officially called the C-Zen Lounge, which, here's a quote from Citroen, claims to reinvent the traditional dashboard. Well, not really. I mean, they're calling it like a head-up display, but your driver information basically looks like an old Prius. And it's got the graphics of like a Casio. It doesn't seem like a screen, it's quite a weird thing. And a bit like a Peugeot, you look over the top of the steering wheel to see it, so you don't get anything that's going on behind here instead. But it works. It looks all right. You've got loads of space up here for you to chuck some snacks and rubbish and things. This is a 10.25 inch. This works really well, actually. I've had no complaints about this screen whatsoever. You've got wireless CarPlay, wireless Android Auto, lovely, lovely. It's got like ChatGPT built in, so AI systems to help you along your way. Lovely stuff. You've got buttons here for your climate controls, which we always love, and just bits of material that doesn't make it feel cheap. Like, this is a budget car. Yes, there are going to be scratchy plastics, but it's little things like this that makes it feel more expensive than it actually is. And I do have to give a shout out to the advanced comfort seats. Yes, it's like a double layering of foam that makes your bum feel really nice. It is cushy on your tushy, I promise you that. My bum feels very happy today. You've also got gloss black in a lot of places. It's a dust collector, but it is a way for them to save money. Thankfully, it's not on the steering wheel, which you do get in the e-C4. You don't get that in this. So it's just like a nice, simple steering wheel, which I do like. Got a bit of storage down here. That's all right. Your door bins are a decent size. You've got wireless charging. You've got your charge ports. There's one here for your passenger, which is very handy. And then where's the other one for the driver? Oh no, it's there.
The rear seat's not too bad, actually. I mean, there's plenty of room for your head, there's plenty of legroom as well. I mean, it's slightly longer than the standard e-C3, so you've got a slight little bit of extra legroom there if you do have longer children that you want to get in the back. But yeah, it's fairly decent. Your passengers will be more than happy.
Do you know what? I've got to commend Citroen in what they're doing. They're not trying to be fancy or throw lots of expensive stuff at you. No, what they're doing is giving you what you need. A nice, decent, affordable, stylish family SUV. It's big, it's boxy, you can get everyone in there, and it's so affordable for around 25 grand. I mean, yes, you can opt for like a Vauxhall Frontera if you want to, but that's slightly more expensive, so surely you would just go for this. Fair play. I mean, by all means, let us know what you think in the comment section below, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye. 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 Bye. Why are you still here? Just got. I'll keep going. Yep. Okay. Bye-bye. Go. Bye-bye. Bye. 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 Bye then. Bye.